Headline news most affecting Chilliwack this week. COVID-19 flare-ups in the valley. A Chilliwack teacher suspended for striking students again, and more COVID cancellations. Plus, in sports, a ton of golf. Thanks for watching. We are committed to providing local news and news that impacts our local audience from Harrison to Garrison, Greendale to Hope, and everywhere in between, including Agassiz, Cultus Lake, Little Mountain, Fairfield Island, Promontory, Chiacton First Nation, Yarrow, and Five Corners, Chilliwack. Our very special guests this week, Charity Stobbe and Stevie Nicks. No, not that one. All right, Chilliwack, let's get started. First off, COVID in the valley on a couple of fronts. First off, the BC Centre for Disease Control said that the Fraser Health region was leading the province in COVID cases ahead of Coastal Health. That includes Vancouver. Chilliwack and Abbotsford showing the large numbers. That included the recent outbreak at Abbotsford Regional Hospital. 87 people have tested positive for the disease, and that was between January the 1st and June 14th. This coming from Dr. Shannon McDonald, the acting chief medical health officer for First Nations Health Authority. 4 people have died, and there have been 3 active cases in First Nations region. Now, McDonald said 42 of the test positive cases either live on or live near a reserve. The numbers come as the province is moving into phase 3 of the reopening plan and further eases the COVID-19 restrictions. chillTV has learned that 1 case of COVID-19 had been reported coming from the downtown Chilliwack post office on the corner of Yale Road and Nowell. Chilliwack Cup W rep Peter Butcher said that a contracted-out driver was diagnosed on June the 19th. Canada Post announced the results on the 25th. Health officials have told chillTV that it is safe to handle your mail. Now, Butcher said both Chilliwack and Abbotsford's main post offices were shut down, sanitized, and defogged immediately after the case was made known to employees. This was all part of Canada Post protocol. The contracted-out driver works both Abbotsford and Chilliwack. Butcher also noted that contrary to rumor and other reports, nobody walked off the job and everyone was voluntarily tested. A former Chilliwack middle school teacher has been suspended for striking a student, and this was not the first time. The British Columbia Commissioner for Teacher Regulation last week suspended Sadir Jabbar for 5 days. He allegedly used physical force and uttered threats on 5 separate occasions. Twice in 2017, then again in 2018, and another incident involving criminal charges. Those charges were stayed in September of 2018, in part because Jabbar participated in counseling as well as anger management training. Then, 2019, last year, he cuffed another 2 drama students for making noises with a microphone and then called out the students saying, quote, "Are you really that dumb?" unquote. Now, he has served his suspensions. Joe Lamb has been named as the new CEO of Cultus Lake, and that means he stepped down at Cultus Lake Park Board as their commissioner. So, applications for the vacant position will be taken up until tonight. Another COVID cancellation. This one's going to hurt. The 116th annual Agassiz Fall Fair, along with the 72nd Corn Festival, is done. Organizers still trying to find a way to move the fair online and yet still have some type of a barbecue. The Corn King and Corn Queen contest will move online. Once again, Chilliwack is having an artist call out to make a city inlet building stand out. The city of Chilliwack is looking for an artist to create a mural on a new city building. That building is expected to be completed this fall. And now, our interview with Charity Stobbe and Stevie Nicks. Don Lehn, chillTV, and our interview with 2 really very cool people. Well, one's not a person. Charity Stobbe, first off, congratulations. 35 years as a teacher in the Chilliwack area. You've been retired now for what, 2 weeks? How does it feel?
It's not even 2 weeks.
Yeah. You going through withdrawal?
No.
No? Now, that lovely little friend of yours is a whole 1-year-old named Stevie Nicks. Yeah. Yes, named after the Fleetwood Mac lead singer. What's the story behind Stevie, and did you bring other animals into the classroom as well over the years?
I have tried rabbits, but they chew wires, so that got me into trouble quite often.
I bet.
So, yeah, I quit with rabbits. And then when I got Stevie last summer, then I thought she was such a calm goat, and she didn't jump all over, and I thought she would be good for the kids. So I asked my principal, Noel Sharman, and he said he kind of thinks out of the box now and again, and he said, yeah, okay, let's try a goat. So...
Well, even though you're retired, are you still going to be able to bring Stevie or perhaps other animals into classrooms? Is there an invitation?
I'm really hoping. Well, the kids want me to visit, of course, in Greendale, but I'm really hoping to work with vulnerable kids in some way in the fall. Yeah, so we'll see.
This is the thing too. Is that I guess you've run into this where kids who really don't know how to express themselves bring in an animal, and all of a sudden they light up.
Yes, definitely. I had quite a few kids that Stevie really worked for them because they just could talk to her, and she just stood there, and as she's doing now, and kind of listens, and yeah, they liked it. It made some of the kids that weren't as verbal talk more. So yeah, it was great.
Training an animal like this, and Stevie's only, what, a year old?
Yeah.
Just over?
Yeah. So we started really young because she came right in September with me to my kindergarten class, and she was amazing to train. She learned how to walk on a leash really quickly, and she goats, they just learn things with rewards. They love grain, and so she would like go out with the kids at recess, and she would mow the lawn, and they would play around her. And then when the bell rang, the kids would run in, and Stevie would run in too. Oh. It was the funniest thing you'd ever see. So, yeah.
Well, and with treats, you were saying off the air that Stevie really likes pretzels. Were the kids feeding him everything and anything?
Well, they were really good about, I told them we had to be careful, but they would try things like goldfish, and she didn't like goldfish. But one of the little girls who was really good with her, Caitlin, she discovered that she liked pretzels, and so she would bring her pretzels now and again.
Oh, my. And you were mentioning that you hopefully can come back into schools with Stevie or perhaps other animals. Have other organizations approached you, like Chilliwack Community Services or anything like that?
No, I haven't really put myself out there. So, but I would totally be open to doing something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, how could somebody get a hold of you? Do you have a Facebook page or?
I have a farm page. It's called C, just the letter C, Joy Farms. So yeah, it's a Facebook thing.
Oh, okay.
And it
Facebook
has a little
group or
Stevie on it.
Okay, so C Joy Farms.
Yes, yeah, that's the name of our farm, and we just raise fainting goats and Angus cows on our forest.
And that's the one final thing I wanted to touch base on. The fainting part. What's that all about?
Well, they're called myotonic goats, and it's to do with their nervous system. So if Stevie is excited or surprised, she'll faint. So she is a very good fainter. They go by degrees up to 6. So she's a number 6 fainter, which means she faints quite easily. She fainted this morning, and she fainted getting into my car. And yeah, the kids would see her faint all the time, and they'd go, Stevie fainted. And so yeah, their muscles just really tighten up. Right. It's sort of like having a Charlie, or like just tightening your muscles. When you feel their body, it's just really, really stiff. Yeah. And way, way, way back, these kind of animals were used to lure predators. So for example, they would have their good herd, and then they'd have their few fainters, and the predator would eat the fainters, and then the good herd would not be eaten.
Well,
that's kind of the history of them.
We're not going to do that to Stevie.
No.
But you and Stevie are always welcome here. See Joy Farm. If you want more information, look for Stevie on the cover. And Charity, again, a big thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
And not the Stevie Nicks of Fleetwood Mac, okay? You're watching chillTV.
Watch the clouds float by my window.
chillTV Sports, staged in a unique way under rather unprecedented circumstances, the Nick Taylor Charity ProAm was once again a success both on and off the golf course. Last Friday's tournament was held at the Ledgeview Golf Club, and it marked the 4th annual collaboration between Taylor, the two-time PGA Tour winner from Abbotsford, and the University of the Fraser Valley Golf Program. They organized the event with a lot of help from a big sponsor, and that's Algra Brothers Development. Over $100,000 was raised, and those funds will be shared between the Cascades Golf Program as well as the UFV food bank that helps out students. During the month of June, golf pros golf from sunrise to sunset to support those living with ALS and to raise awareness and funds for the ALS Society of British Columbia. And they are going to be golfing as many holes as possible, as they did this past week at the Cheam Mountain Golf Course. Now, Cheam is one of over 30 courses located across BC that participated in the 15th annual PGA of BC Golfathon for ALS, and that was presented by Pacific Blue Cross. chillTV weather, June-uary bleeds into July, but things are looking up as we head into the weekend, with the sun finally making an appearance after Friday, with highs in the low to mid-20s. A big special thanks to Charity Stobbe and Stevie Nicks, no, not that one, for being on the show this week. And thanks for staying with chillTV's News of the Week. We appreciate you watching. Now, if you would like to participate in reporting news in Chilliwack, and you have a story you think we should know about, send us a note to news@chilltv.ca, and we'd love to hear from you. That's the news this week. I'm Don Lehn.